All right, real quick, I want to be breaking down just the defensive scheme between these two players and outside contain. This is the first play of the game for our defense, and what happens is going to be a simple naked boot, flow away, quarterback comes out. Now, what happens here, and Salah's known for this, our defensive coordinator, he is not a gap integrity guy. So, right off the bat, you have your edge force player here in Solomon Thomas, and Fred Warner is this inside B gap. You can kind of see how they're aligned if you just look at this. I mean, it's very, very simple. You have your A gap player here. You have Reuben Foster is going to be responsible for this A gap. Fred Warner B gap, and then you got Solomon Thomas C gap. Now, what happens is you have two ways to play this. One, he's got to attack this upfield shoulder of the quarterback because that's his responsibility, and he's going to play the inside dive. Instead, we have both players. Look at their eyes, look at their language, everything they're doing. Both are going interior. So, if Solomon Thomas is right, that means Fred Warner is wrong. And what's going to happen here is the gap exchange. He crashes, and Fred Warner is going to fill off the edge here. And if that's plays, that's sound football. However, neither one of them do their job. I think Solomon Thomas was in the wrong here because we see that he has pass game responsibility, and he is picking up the tight end and actually pretty amazing coverage going across. Now we get beat deep as well because we have we're wrong up front and we're wrong in the secondary with Jimmy Ward. So let's go to the all 22 and let's look at that. So we run a cover 3. We have our slot guy here who's going to be responsible for the flats. We have our cornerback Jimmy Ward who has deep third, which is basically numbers to the sideline deep. And then we have Colbert who's deep middle. Now what happens is as soon as this goes, so we've got two people pressing, but we're okay. He's picking up here the exchange. They're both dropping back. But what happens here is, boom, right there at the skinny post, we have both our deep third guy who's supposed to be outside the numbers, picking up the underneath route, the wheel route. They both bite here. And this is what you can't do because, again, this was called correctly. But why the hell do we have two guys in the middle of the field? I have no clue.